Start of the 8th inning here on a beautiful Wednesday evening on Coney Island. Some of that humidity has gotten out of the way. The sun is set, and Brooklyn has a 3-2 lead with just 6 more outs to record to try to get back on a winning streak and turn this thing around. Cyclones up 3-2, and they've got a new man on the mound, whom Keith Rad will tell you about.
That's right, 5th rounder Riley Gillum, drafted out of Clemson by the Mets. A very hard-throwing right-handed pitcher will come in to try to preserve this lead, which again Brooklyn picked up back in the bottom of the 6th. Anthony DeRosier with a 3-run home run to give Brooklyn the lead. His first homer with the Cyclones. And now they go to the big guns out of the pen. First pitch to Jeremy Pena is swung on, popped up towards us here in the booth, and it's going to go down to the seating bowl. Now that is poetic, because we've already had one laptop get fried tonight, and if you're a Tri-City Valley Cats fan going, where the heck is my my broadcaster, we welcome you into the broadcast, because your broadcaster's laptop is broken. Next pitch is high, 1-1.
I'm not going to lie, I covered up my laptop with my body to make sure that one wasn't going to get hit.
Gillum deals the 1-1, fouled back by Pena. You have to go back to the 7th inning. Nick Meyer up. Excuse me, 6th inning. Nick Meyer up, fouled a pitch back towards the press box, and it crushed Steven Cusimano's laptop. 1-2 is low, 2-2. And just as we do here for our Cyclones radio network, we broadcast via the internet. It's got to go through a laptop. Same deal with the Tri-City setup. And so no laptop equals no broadcast. So once again, good evening and welcome to MCU Park if you're a Tri-City Valley Cats fan. Now, we here at the Cyclones are very courteous people, and we're putting together a plea to Apple for a new laptop. 2-2. That's high for ball 3. So stay tuned to our social media channels. They're going to put together a bit of a timeline to what happened to Steven, who is now just sitting over there talking to nobody. No, he's not talking to himself. That would be something. But he's sitting there enjoying the game now. 3-2, jam job popped up to second, right at Avant. Chandler makes the grab behind second. 1 away.
Yeah, it's definitely an odd scenario whenever your broadcast gets knocked off the air for whatever reason. Forget about the fact that your Mac laptop gets shattered. You're in the middle of a game, you're calling the game in the flow, and just like that, nothing.
Alex McKenna, the righty batter now. After that 2-run homer in the first inning, he has been silent. Next pitch is a strike on the breaking ball, 0-1. He has grounded out and walked. Cyclones stayed far away from him in the last inning. Pitch is high, 1-1. Well, Riley Gillum is certainly the guy to get by him. Riley's been excellent. 1-1. Foul back for strike 2. 6 innings, 6 outings. They have all been 1-inning deals. Gillum has not allowed a run at all. Not an earned run, not an unearned run. He has struck out 9 and walked 2. He's given up 7 hits, however. A lot of hits. 1-2. Down and out. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 3-2 lead for Brooklyn. We're in the top of the 8th. Cyclones trying to avoid the brooms tonight. 2-2 pitch. That's low. Gillum, little by little, has slowed down the traffic on the bases. Had a big whip, about 2 in his first few outings, and has lowered it down. There's the payoff. Tapper foul up the first base line. His first few outings, you were seeing the hits add up. Not really the walks. He's only walked 2. But it was really the hits. And the whip, walks, hits per innings pitched is about 1.5. For a guy like him, you'd expect it to be around 1. So it's a little high right now. 3-2 is low, so McKenna walks, which may seem like a bad thing, but you've got to get the bat out of McKenna's hands, Tom.
Yeah, it seemed like Gillum was just staying low and away, which is pretty much where you want to go if you've got a power hitter up. You say maybe you want to stay inside so he can't extend his hands, but if you put it low and away, got to reach out all the way across the plate and almost overextend himself. So even though you don't want to put the tying run on the bases and bring the go-ahead run to the plate, you're going to treat Alex McKenna with as much junk and as many pitches outside the zone and right on the black as you possibly can.
So McKenna's on with 1 out. Here's the lefty and Manuel Valdez. First pitch, way back to the screen. It kicks under Meyer's glove and skips back behind the plate. So a wild pitch by Gillum moves McKenna, the tying run, now to second base. And yes, you can work around McKenna and then get the outs right after that. And you can't mess around with anything crazy. And Royce Ring literally goes running out to the mound to talk to Meyer and Gillum. Try to get Riley back into rhythm here. It's 1-0 on Valdez. And like we tell you all the time with Royce Ring, if he walks out there slowly, he's not happy. If he runs out there or jogs out there, it's just a reset for the pitcher. If he sprints out there, hey, don't do that again. Okay, bye. And he runs back.
He always ends it with a clap. He kind of half turns away and like a Little League coach claps his hands. All right, guys, let's do it. And runs back onto the dugout.
So 1-0 to Valdez with 1 out. A 1-run game. Base hit will tie the game. 1-0 pitch. Down and in, ball 2. For Gillum, he does have 2 saves. So he has pitched in some high-pressure situations before. This is certainly one of them. Hitter's count, pitch way inside, ball 3. Gillum, who is, I wouldn't say a master control artist, very good control artist, is really missing here to Valdez. He goes for the rosin bag to dry his hands off. It is a very humid day. That is certainly part of it. Humidity makes your hands slippery. 3-0. Strike at the top of the zone. I think Valdez liked it, but it's 3-1. And Manuel reached on an error, then singled and grounded out. So officially the lefty is 1 for 3. From the stretch, pitch way high for ball 4. So back-to-back walks issued by Gillum, who continues to try to dry that handoff. Now he got Pena to lead off the inning. So he got an early and quick out. But the more you're out there, the more you're working, the more you're sweating, the more moist your hand gets, and especially on a day like today. So we'll see if he can dry off enough, politely say, if he can get a grip, and try to get the final 2 outs. There's 1 gone, tying run on, go-ahead run is at first, and here's the cleanup hitter, Austin Dennis. Pitch. There's a strike on the outside edge, powering by 0-1. Dennis has struck out twice and grounded out, so hitless tonight. His team, though, has out-hit Brooklyn 7-5. Riley from the stretch. Set at the belt, deals. And misses away. 1 ball, 1 strike. More rosin bag for Gillum. It is 100% obvious he is having trouble with the weather. Seen Gillum now 6 times. He has not gone to the rosin bag that many times like he has tonight already. 1-1 pitch. Swinging a high pop off of third towards the seats and way out of play. Started out like a promising pop out, then drifted away. Wind guided it also out of play. But Gillum gets back in it with a strike. This is the second time that humidity has at least posed a problem to Brooklyn so obviously. Go back to Tyler McGill's outing in Vermont back in June. McGill had the ball slipping all night. 1-2. Breaking ball, half swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Dennis bends at the back with a big reaction to the call from Dylan Bradley, the home plate umpire. Well, he didn't think he went around, and it's strike 3.
I wonder if he was mad at himself even for offering at it, too, because it was a good pitch, but it was a breaking ball. And it was certainly going to be in there for ball 3 if he didn't swing. But we know Riley Gillum has good stuff. I mean, he was one of the top closers in the country this year. Had a pretty good start with the Cyclones and trying to continue that even with the humidity.
Nick Meyer goes out to talk to Meyer about how they will work with the lefty Andy Pineda, because Pineda has been on 3 times, and they have all been little tricky ways of getting on. An infield single, then a big double, and then a push bunt to third. So again, you got to be very careful with him. Frazier, who was beaten last time with the bunt, still plays back at third. Pitch. Strike on the inside corner. Well, Riley may have found a little dryness to his hands. And back to that McGill outing he had in Vermont, he struck out his first 2 batters, then threw 4 back to the screen. That's how much he lost the grip with the humidity. You're talking about these guys, if a millisecond or a millimeter or something is off, everything is off. The 0-1, swing and a miss. It's a good hard fastball there. 95 miles an hour from Gillum. Oh, there's no humidity. I'm sure it might have been 96.
Something like that.
He comes in with 95. He's a strike away from getting through this 8th. And he spins and looks the runner back to second. Cyclones have a 3-2 lead, but Tri-City is a base hit away from tying the game with runners at first and second. McKenna leads off second, Valdez off first. The 0-2, but just missed low with a change for ball 1. Gillum set the 1-2. Breaking ball high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Even Pineda turned to the home plate umpire, pointed up and say that was high.
Yeah, it was a nice idea. Slider right around the letters. Who knows? Maybe try to change levels and go back with something lower this time.
The 2-2 popped up and out of play. Third base line towards the seats and down into the seating bowl. Cyclones have some stirring going on in the bullpen. Possibly a Udi Cologne sighting.
Yeah,
looks like he's ready to go.
He was getting warmed up. He should be good.
Gillum trying to put away Pineda. Pitch. On the inside corner, got him looking. Riley Gillum in and out of trouble in the 8th inning. And literally wipe away the pressure sweat from his brow. Dealing with some humidity, gets out of it. 2 are left on base, and the Cyclones take their 3-2 lead to the bottom of the 8th inning. Right here at MCU Park on the Brooklyn Cyclones Radio Network.